your boy. Welcome to the show. Okay, so doing well because they're having a wonderful day. I just did a video on the TikTok ban and how does it feel, and it was weird because again I was saying that how I wasn't affected, and I'm on Instagram and I'm talking to people and I'm seeing posts and I'm seeing how people are affected, and right now it's a very trying time. It's a very sad time. I want to react to one of those videos because again I think it's important. I think it's not nice to see people cry, you know, and I think we're all human, and you know, you have this, I'm gonna say the worst thing, but you have this kid, right? And I don't know why I have this image of a balloon. He's having a balloon. He's holding a balloon, and the balloon pop, and the kid is sad. And you tell him it's just a balloon, but you see him cry and look at you and be helpless and powerless against this little event that meant so much to him. And I think that even though you know that this is a silly moment, I feel like you understand something that happened. So this is Rustin. Rustin, I met him. No, I didn't meet him. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? No, dude. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. Open. See? So, Rustin. TikTok. I'm following this person. Okay, fuck it. I'm not gonna be able to. I'm following this person called Planet Mars, and I have followed him for a little bit. Didn't know much about him, but he made a video about Scooby-Doo, and for me it was super funny because I don't remember the video in itself, but it made me laugh, and I followed him. And although I don't really follow him, I don't keep up with him. This video pop up on not my For You page. I follow him, but it popped up, and I'm like, holy shit, dude. Seeing somebody cry, and you can make fun of people for crying, but what I'm seeing right now is an emotion, and I'm seeing emotion, and it's hard to see people cry. It doesn't matter the reason they're crying. It doesn't matter the reason they're crying. Okay.
I kind of have acted like the TikTok ban doesn't quite affect me as much as it does, but like, I'm real sad, guys.
I'm sorry about that, having a hard time. The phone is completely fucked up. You see him crying.
I want to start by saying thank you, I guess. Oh, when I was 19, I really thought...
Oops. Oh, well, shout out to Pat Mark. You see, you see him cry, and you're like, holy shit, dude. And I know it's silly, because I don't know this person, and they don't know me, and they'll never know me, and I'll never know them. And, it doesn't matter. I think social media is where... I feel like as a content creator, I put my life out there. I put my life out there in... I don't know. I put my life out there, personally speaking. So when I have emotion, I'll come to you guys. When I'm going through something, I'll come to you guys. But when I have a good moment, I'll come to you guys. When I have a good emotion, I'll come to you guys. And you're putting yourself out there. And sometimes people will accept that. People will make fun of you for that. I cried on live, and people made fun of me for that. But I did cry. And see, it's you're putting yourself out there, and you're seeing this amount of support. Well, people really care about you, you know. And you see anybody else cry, and you're like, holy shit.
Oh, when I was 19, I really thought that, like, I would not be live right now. And then I started posting on TikTok, and it's like, I had more people clapping for me than I ever had in my lifetime.
In the first video of this, I was talking about how it shouldn't affect you. It shouldn't affect you because I'm Canadian. It's not going to affect me. It's a fucking app. Who cares? But you see people crying, like, holy shit, that sucks.
And y'all kind of gave me this, like, spark to keep going, you know?
It's the meaning behind it, not the action. I talk about intention so much, about doing something bad but having good intention, or doing something good but having bad intention. For people closing, this what it means to them. Funnily enough, I saw this, I was like, oh fuck, dude. I have to talk about it again because I felt like I wasn't compassionate enough in the first video, right? And I saw this video and I saw him cry, and I was like, holy shit, dude. This is a beautiful show of emotion. This is a beautiful show of what it means to some people. Not everybody, but some people. Right? And then I went down and down. I saw Rustin, which is the kid. I don't remember. I don't know his parents' name. I know Rustin because he kind of popular. I know Rustin because of like TikTok. I don't know him, but I know him.
Oh, and it's sad to see the app end. I know that this community is not going to go anywhere, and I love you guys so much for, you know.
It's really hard. It's really hard to see somebody cry. And I'm going to repeat myself, but it doesn't matter the reason. It doesn't matter the reason.
Going to YouTube and Instagram and support.
It's so weird because I would see a lot of people cry for attention. They would cry for they'd be live and they'd be crying for like, oh my god, I need to pay the rent. I don't know what I'm gonna do. The next day they're not crying. They're okay. This person is crying. This person is crying for an application that's closing. They're not gonna get any more. They're not gonna get anything from it, right?
Supporting me there, but I just love you guys for everything you have done for me. I will never, ever, ever be able to properly put it into words how much I love you guys. And I know that sounds so weird because this is the internet. Social media isn't real, but like...
And again, I hope I'm not offending anybody, but with Planet Mars, I know he's autistic. And it's... I don't know if being autistic has something to do with it, but some people with autism, they're processing emotion in different fashion, you know? And seeing somebody with seeing somebody with on the spectrum react this way, it's a beautiful show of this is really affecting them. Because one of the symptoms of autism is the not necessarily lack of emotion, but lack of being able to show emotion, lack of being able to express emotion. So we're seeing a lot of nonverbal people with autism, and it doesn't have anything to do with TikTok, but you're seeing somebody and you're understanding their pain and understanding that they're on the spectrum. Again, they're on the spectrum, and for them being social is possibly hard. For them, it can be weird, it can be quirky. If you look at Planet Marsh content, dude is weird, dude is quirky. But he's himself and he's having fun, and he found people on TikTok and it's like, you know what? You're weird, but I love you. That means something. It means something to be accepted for who you are. No matter the case.
All are so real and you've helped me through so much. From losing all of my family to coming back out as transgender and just living my life on the internet. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything you've given me on this app. I wouldn't have any of this without you. I was homeless. I had nothing. So thank you. Ugh, it's so dramatic and so raw, but thanks, I guess. Like, this is pathetic. Fuck this. I'm gonna be so...
It's tough, dude. It's tough. It's tough. And yes, I talk about the spectrum. Now a lot of people are gonna say, oh, it was on the spectrum, that's why she's reacting this way. Oh, they're trans, that's why they're reacting this way. But in the first video, and please don't believe, okay, I'm not saying that I thought this video was like, oh my god, a trans person or an autistic person crying, use this. But I was saying one thing, I was saying that on the social media, we're all human, it's a human problem. And we're, no matter the race, the age, the orientation, right? I'm not trans. I'm not autistic. I got ADHD to a level that is unprecedented. But I'm not on the spectrum, and I don't have this identity crisis, right? So when I see Tommy, which is his name, there's this large gap where you're like, you know, I was saying like, oh, I was following him because he was weird and quirky, right? But there's this large gap. I'll never be half. I'll never understand half of what they went through, or understand half of what they're thinking, or how they're thinking, or how it's affecting your life, or how they live their life, you know. But they made me laugh a couple times, and didn't keep it up because very different person. But you see somebody they're making you laugh, and then you see them cry, and like, dude, you know. And again, I think there's a lot of work to do when it comes to be more compassionate, right? I think social media, yes, social media
right
was
now.
a way to see the worst in people. In a lot of cases, a lot worse of people. We're seeing now a rise in lolcow, and the term lolcow, right? None of them came from TikTok, but I think it's also a way of seeing pleasant people. It's also a way of seeing people that are possibly not going through shit, or possibly going through shit, right? And the way they're just singing, you know, you talk about being homeless, right? And you don't wish homeless on anybody. You know it's a problem, right? You know it's a problem, but chances are that you never known anybody that has became homeless, and it's a very occurring problem, and TikTok saved them from that, right? Even they're talking about wanting to unalive themselves, and again, see, that's more of a personal problem, but the personal problem had a very public solution, and that very public solution was TikTok. So yeah, if anything or everything, we lost something. And a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, we lost something that was bad." A lot of people are saying, "Oh, we lost something that was good," but we lost something, you know. Like losing an uncle or a grandpa that you never met. You don't really care, but you were related. Then you see other people in your family that are affected by the death, and you're like, "Oh, okay." And yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, I'm talking too much, but understand that it sucks.
I kind of have acted like